So you remember that crazy idea of Indian spiced cocktails we were talking about? Well, hold on to your hats because guess what? I actually went ahead and enrolled in an Indian cooking class today. Yes, you heard that right. 'Cause what's life without a dash of spice, right? It was taught by this fantastic chef, Ravi. He was so knowledgeable and just downright inspiring with his food wizardry. Learning about the different spices and flavor profiles was just something else. You know, they've got this whole symphony of spices they play around with. It's not just about heat, there's sweetness, bitterness, tanginess, all that jazz. It was like being on a whole different culinary planet, I tell you. Makes me wonder why I didn't think of Indian cuisine for cocktail inspirations before. There was this one spice, garam masala, ever heard of it? It's like this crazy aromatic mix of spices. I think it could be just the ticket to spruce up a classic whiskey sour. Maybe infuse the whiskey with it, or perhaps sprinkle it on top as a garnish. Could you imagine a garam masala whiskey sour? That definitely has a nice ring to it. You know, Hannah mentioned having an Indian-themed dinner at our next potluck. That could actually work as a trial run for this crazy cocktail idea of mine. You better be ready to be my guinea pigs. Ming, my friend, I think I may have even found a spicy cocktail that you might just love. Or not. But hey, no guts, no glory, right? Oh, speaking of Hannah, she found this new cafe we should check out. The need for caffeine is a thirst that's never quenched, am I right or am I right? Anyway, I absolutely cannot wait for our next catch-up. I've got loads more to share about the cooking class. And who knows, maybe even some cocktail experiments to run by you. All right then, that's it for now. So, remember the cocktail experiments and discoveries we were talking about last time? Well, guess what? My adventure today took me a bit off my familiar tracks. Yeah, I know, it's not so much about cocktails today, but something equally thrilling, if you'd believe that. Done with your guessing games? I, Evelyn Way, the cocktail queen, attended a teguki making workshop today. Yeah, I know, doesn't that sound out of character? But sometimes adventure comes from the most unexpected corners, doesn't it? And, you know, getting to know Korean culture and traditions outside of the usual culinary explorations was such a refreshing experience. Weaving threads in rich, vibrant colors, getting the geometrical precision just right, it was a whole new art. Oh, before I forget, Ming actually suggested we should have a teguki making day. Remember our little chat today? Now, wouldn't that be fun? And Hana, Yuna, you guys in for that? I guess we could do it the next time we meet. We could even make it a garden party. Imagine us goofing around with strings and cloth. It'd be some good laughs. But on a more serious note, I think it's really endearing how each country has its own unique symbolism, don't you think? Seeing all those people understanding and honoring their culture, it sort of made me reflect on my own roots. Do you think we unconsciously incorporate aspects of our culture in our everyday doings without even realizing it? Like, let's take our cocktails, for instance. Do you think the spirit of Chinese, Korean, and French traditions blend in my mixology in some way? It's sort of an abstract thought, maybe, but it's fascinating, isn't it? Oh, and guess what else? This entire experience made me realize maybe the best cocktails aren't just about mixing and matching the drinks. Maybe they are more about the stories they tell, the culture they represent. Just like me putting bits and pieces of my Chinese and Korean background and my French education into everything I create, don't you think that's what makes every blend so unique and special? Anyway, food for thought, haha, food coming in even when we aren't talking about food or cocktails. That's just so us. I must stop rambling. So guess what? The great new adventure today was creating an entirely new dessert cocktail. Yeah, you heard me right, a dessert cocktail. Sophie was there with me, and together we turned into witches concocting a potion. Just less broomsticks and more spoons, you get the idea. Imagine playing around with exotic spices, deciding which blends well and how to make it complement the sweetness. It was just so invigorating. We finally narrowed down on a blend of spices that just seemed to dance with a taste of sweetness. It was perfect. Ming has already started guessing the ingredients. Typical Ming, isn't it? But what the heck, it is fun. He's just dying to get his hands on that secret recipe, probably going to try recreating that in his home minibar, The one he never stops boasting about, remember? Oh, you know what's funny? Ming, our mighty discoverer, has also stumbled upon something bizarre, chess boxing. Yes, two totally unrelated things, chess and boxing bound together. Interesting, though. It's like he can't help but find these oddly interesting things. Well, that sparked quite a hearty conversation. Remember the chili-infused tequila incident? Hana definitely does. Poor soul still hasn't gotten over it. She warned me beforehand, this new cocktail better not repeat the same ordeal. But, I reassured her, this one is far from any fiery burns. It's sweet and enchanting. They're all pretty excited to try the new creation, but what excites me is the suspense, the guessing game of the blend of spices and the mystery ingredients. I left them with a small riddle and they're all over the place trying to figure it out. At the end, the winner will get the reveal. Hey, a bit of friendly competition never hurt anyone, right? Amidst all this fun and giggles, we also planned a group movie night. The new Marvel movie seems to be the crowd favorite. Ming thinks we should prepare the new cocktail for the night. Hana has gladly seconded that. Got to admit, I'm thrilled to hear their reactions to it. So overall, it was a pretty lively day. The kitchen-turned-laboratory is all set for further trials and miracles. Maybe if you're lucky, I'll give you a sneak peek of the new blend. But for now, it's back to the lab for me. I've got to perfect the dessert cocktail before the big movie night. Anyway, that's it from me for now. I'll keep you updated on the new developments. Catch you later.